Okay.
This time, I think we got it.
That looks like audio.
Yep.
It sounds like audio.
But that means they can also hear us talking, right?
They can't hear us talking.
Oh.
That is correct.
Opera songs.
That's not awkward. That was a little worse the second time.
It was better.
That took two
Alright.
tries to get that thing
Yeah.
going.
Okay, so there's sound now. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Unprofessional Pokemon. I'm Sam.
I'm Chalkey.
I'm still Gabby.
And yeah, we have Oreos. The nice, fantastic,
They're filled with cookie dough.
yeah,
Just gonna.
cookie dough filled Oreos. It tastes more like coffee, but it's kind of awesome. And we ate half of them before the stream, and then more at the beginning of the
You ate
class.
half of them. I ate two of them.
2 is a portion of a sleeve.
Anyway, we've got some good stuff for you tonight. Sam's going to start off with another round of the Nugget Bridge Major.
Yes. Oh, actually, no. This is the guy that I played last week on
Wait.
the show. So that's not my major opponent yet. Although I did add him already on here.
I was gonna say, that'd be really weird if you played last
was-
week and then you got paired.
Yeah, I was confused because this was offering me a single battle and he was already in the friend code. So I'm like, oh, that must be my guy, and he just hit the wrong thing. But no. And he's not online right now.
We could come back to that if you'd like. Give them something else to
Probably.
watch. As much as it'd be great to just watch you in this person's
I
bed.
don't know. I got these 2 girls here, and then he just didn't show up, so I don't know what I'm going to do.
We're moving on.
Okay.
Let's keep this PG.
Yeah.
Also
Backup plan?
Also on the capture card, we have the very first X and Y online competition going on right now. My card's registered to the capture card, so we can stream a couple matches.
Right.
It is. Yeah, stop me at any time if the guy shows up. But
Okay. I'm going to give him 5 minutes because I did tell him quarter after because we typically start these late.
Okay.
So in the meantime...
Before, Aura wants to ask the tough questions. Are you sitting on people's beds again?
He's-
No. No.
Definitely not. So you want to give this guy 5 minutes?
Yes. In the meantime...
Let me just.
What are you doing?
Whoa.
They can't even see that.
Oh yeah, that's not even on screen right now.
Yeah.
I made him get off the bed.
Yeah. That worked out real well.
You can keep looking, buddy.
Yeah.
You can keep looking.
They just look so annoyed that you're there, just in their room for no reason.
Alright, so while we're waiting for this guy, I can show my team, which is...
On the bottom
On the
screen.
bottom screen.
Well, no, it's in the top corner here now.
No.
No,
Oh,
like
well,
you're-
I
Yeah.
hit summary, and then you can see, hey, I've got this guy from Algeria. Yeah, this was supposed to be a Probo Pass, which I have with the wrong EVs and could not get it trained in time.
It's also named Tyranitar.
Yeah, and then I have this lovely Rotom, which, yeah, the bottom screen is kind of key here. So you'll get to see that later. You can see it's typing where it's not a normal Rotom typing. Noivern, Politoed, and a Lucario.
Little do we realize he's actually here and online, just waiting for you to do this.
Maybe. I don't know.
They can't see the Pokemon apparently because the couch cam is overlapping.
Which games overlap?
I
Shouldn't be.
I don't know.
What?
I think they're just talking about the fact that everything's on the bottom screen.
Maybe.
Yeah. Oh, maybe they meant the cookie can?
Maybe.
Or were we on the... No, because that... that does that.
It didn't look like it was overlapping on our end.
Yeah, it kind of does. It looks like it, but it's not. Because, let's see, if I edit this,
The
and
arrow just
then
points to the cookie.
shrink that, yeah.
There's nothing there.
Yeah, there's nothing hidden
We
there.
just have the arrow pointing to the cookies. It's cool.
Alright, so this guy is still not on. I want to check to see if he put my friend code in.
And we have the psychedelic screen again.
We do, but it's in that corner. Aha! I have registered him. And he's just... I didn't see what his name was.
I think action.
Action. That might be it.
Cool. Looks like he added you back. That's good.
Yeah. Let's give this one more try. Connecting to the internet.
Well, you just sit there in that person's bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Where are you in the game anyway?
the town right next to the daycare.
Okay.
The battle competition. What are the rules for that?
Good question.
All Pokemon are auto-leveled to 30 instead of 50. It's still double style with a lot of VGC rules will overlap, you know, like basic stuff like species clause and item clause, those kind of things. What's interesting, though, is that there are Pokemon that are not... they don't have to be from the Kalos region, they just have to be Kalos natively born, which means you can have things like Volcarona, Hitmontop.
You mean Top Moth?
Yes, you could have Topmoth again. Actually,
What is this Volcarona and Hitmontop you speak of? I only speak Top Moth.
I was actually testing the capture card and all of that equipment before we actually went on stream, and my first battle was against a Volcarona user.
Nice.
Okay. I hope this is him. The in-game name was Matthew, and I don't remember what his actual name is.
It looked like someone new.
Oh, he sent me a message. Online now, add his friend, avatar's name, action on DS, Matthew in-game. So, okay, I sent a battle request to the right person.
Yay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Nugget Bridge Major round 3?
Something.
4?
4.
4.
4?
I hope I have the right team. No, I just looked at my team in the box. It's the right one. I'm not starting with the level 1 Magikarp this time.
That was pretty great when you did that last time.
Yeah, and then I just 4-0'd the guy at the first game, and then he let me switch my Magikarp out to the Noivern it was supposed to be, and then I lost the next two.
Alright, so on the top we've got Garchomp, Rotom, Heat, Talonflame, Klefki, Lucario, and Greninja.
Mute.
Sam's going to be muting us out using soundproof
Double
headphones.
player.
Double
Music.
headphones. So
On
Chalkey, that Sam guy is just...
A jerk, right?
I know.
I hate him.
I know.
On Sam's side, we've got Illumais, a Tyranitar, a Rotom that is not Rotom Heat or Rotom Wash, a Noivern, a Politoed, and I believe a special...
Lucario. Just a normal Lucario. We don't know if it's special or not yet.
I was just going to say very special guest,
Oh.
but yeah, thanks.
Well, sorry I couldn't read your mind. What? I don't understand why keeping Lucario a secret would...
Well, you could have let me finish the sentence. Alright, looks like we're going right into the battle with this nice Shining Force battle music in the background and the psychedelic thing that we will never change. We will never fix that.
I don't think we can fix it.
If I figure it out, I'm not telling any of you. Here we go, round 4 of the Nugget Bridge Major. Garchomp, Klefki in the lead. On Sam's side, we've got Politoed and Noivern, both of the shiny variety.
It's kind of an interesting matchup here. You know, Klefki is typically a support Pokemon, which means that we could expect pretty much anything from it. Whereas Garchomp's probably going to go for a Dragon Attack on Noivern, if I had to guess. Or even Rock Slide. Rock Slide would still a super effective hit it.
Is that what you would do in this situation?
I don't know what I'd do. I think I'd be more concerned about keeping Noivern safe. So, it looks like Fidget went for... Wait, what?
Klefki used a track on Politoed.
Okay, Politoed fell in love.
Sam does not look happy.
Well, looks
Politoed-
like the course of true love did not run smooth. Politoed still was able to get that Ice Beam, and it OHKO'd Garchomp.
Probably running Rocky Helmet or something, or maybe Lum. Just definitely not Sash.
Well, it looks like we're not going to find out this battle, that's for sure.
It would have been nice to actually find out the item the first match, although getting the first kill will definitely help him out to get to game 2.
Yeah. It looks like Garchomp was followed up by a Rotom H. Kind of an interesting choice, because the rain's still up. What do you think he's going to do to try to mitigate the... Oh wow, this is going way too fast to commentate.
Sam is picking his moves very quickly, and so is the other guy. Here comes Tyranitar to take exact... Oh no, it's got Unnerve.
Oh, and we have another Attract going this time to Noivern.
Why did he have all of his Pokemon the same gender?
I don't know, that seems like such a 2009 thing to do. But Noivern gets the taunt up. Is able to taunt Klefki. Looks like there won't be any more romance on this field.
Rotom goes for the Hidden Power, what I believe to be Hidden Power Ice on Noivern.
It crits for the OHKO.
And
Not
Sam
sure if that
recharges with
mattered.
whipped cream toppings. Score is now 3-3. Alright, if you had to guess, Scabby, who do you think would be in the better position right now and why?
I'm thinking Sam. Just because Klefki's kind of useless now that it's been taunted, and Rotom H isn't really going to do much with a Politoed and a Tyranitar hanging around.
Both can super effective hit it, although we've established Rotom's definitely got some tricks up its sleeve. Knowing that we have... Let's see. Do we know Sam's final Pokemon? I forget.
No, we haven't seen it yet. We've only seen these 3.
Okay.
So Rotom goes for a Protect, which is probably a smart move given how the field is just stacked against it.
Safe play, safe play.
Politoed goes for the Hydro Pump. Klefki goes for Foul Play to hit Politoed? Tyranitar goes for Ancient Power on Klefki, which is going to do a little bit, but looks like he does
Not
not
much.
get that stat boost, which is probably what he was going for. Kind of an interesting choice in Ancient Power Tyranitar, don't you think?
Yeah. This battle's definitely a lot more interesting than the last one I remember Sam having on stream, which was just Charizard Moltres burn everything. Hydro Pump actually hits Rotom this time.
And Rotom is down. No Focus Sash there either. I wonder what item he's running on that Rotom.
I would guess something more along the lines of Citrus Berry or Leftover, something to give it a little extra bulk.
Yeah.
Most things do not one-hit KO Rotom. I'm genuinely shocked we're still going for the Foul Play on Politoed, which naturally has the lower attack stat rather than Tyranitar. Even though it's a not very effective hit, his attack is monstrous.
Alright.
Lucario's on the final slot for the opposing side.
Nicknamed Oathkeeper. I wonder if that's like a reference to Kingdom Hearts somehow. You wouldn't get that because you haven't played that game. Here we go. Looks like we have our first Mega Evolution of the game. We have a Mega Lucario. Looking kind of like some character you'd find in Kingdom Hearts, except needs more zippers and a little more hair.
This is definitely an interesting one if the Mega's one of the last things we see. We have yet to see Sam's Mega either.
Yeah.
We don't even know if Sam's actually running a Mega. Although we could potentially guess possibly the Lucario that we saw earlier.
Yeah. Looks like Politoed went for a Hydro Pump on Klefki, knocked it out. The rain's over now, but with 3 versus 1, that Mega Lucario doesn't really have much of a shot at turning things around. It might, though.
Politoed outspeeds the Lucario, gets the Hydro Pump, and close combat to the Politoed. Tyranitar remains untouched for, 4 turns now?
Yeah. Which might end up biting him. Depending on... Oh! Yep. And that's game 1.
I always love that Fire Blast has that nice little star thing going on there.
It's actually a kanji.
Is it the kanji for fire?
No. Actually, funny story, when the game first was localized, it was originally just the kanji for fire, but they decided to make it look more like a star so that way American audiences would presumably not realize this game is from Japanese origins. The effects is most notable in the Magmar episode of the old anime. When Magmar uses Fire Blast, there's some very poorly edited fire that likes to just form a star.
Alright, Here we are, going into game 2. Sam's up 1-0. Matthew's got a lot of pressure this match. If you were in Matthew's position, what would you do to make sure what we just saw didn't happen again?
I don't know. I might think about bringing Greninja, but on the other hand, I'm not really seeing much of a favorable matchup. I mean, Politoed can single-handedly wipe out half this team and do significant damage to the other parts. Greninja is really the only Pokemon that isn't kind of really affected by Politoed. And judging by Politoed's performance last match, we'll probably see it again. Other than that, I don't know. Maybe lead with Mega Lucario in hopes that Sam doesn't, anticipate it right off the bat again and hope to just hit hard enough, maybe with some more track hacks to turn the tables. It's really tough to say.
I think if I were in Matthew's position, I'd be running Garchomp Talonflame just to get the offensive momentum going as quickly as possible. All the attract spam was potentially something that could have ruined Sam, but it also wasted a lot of turns.
Yeah.
And that's the game you play when you run luck-based strategies. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And in Matthew's case, it did not work out the way he wanted, and all of those turns were wasted turns.
Yeah, no, agreed. There's so much more that Klefki can do, too, you know? I mean, if you think about it, Swagger has almost the same chance of not doing anything, but it pairs so much better with Foul Play.
It also allows you to Swagger your own Pokemon if you've got a Safeguard up.
Yeah.
Get some nice stat boost without any real trouble there. Swagger's always great for that kind of stuff because you can stat up and attack the same turn, which not a lot of Pokemon will do.
Yeah. It looks like Sam led Lucario, Politoed against Matthews, Klefki, and
Also
Lucario.
Lucario.
So we might see a mirror match of Mega Lucario here.
Question is, which one's going to be faster? Because they're both super effective against each other.
Looks like Fidget's Lucario's quicker, presuming they both Mega Evolved.
If they did.
And they did.
And Sam's Lucario will get to go first this turn. It's always nice to notice those little details when you're playing the match, just figure out, seeing stuff like this, and seeing stuff like weather abilities going off and Intimidate going off, it gives you a tip right away of who will go first the first turn.
Well, it looks like they both didn't want to risk losing their Lucario that turn, and Klefki goes for yet another attract on Politoed. Will true love find its course? Stay
I still
tuned.
can't believe all of his Pokemon are the same gender.
Oh, and there we have one attract immobilization right there.
Oh,
That
Lucario-
Politoad's way too busy writing love letters and building a shrine in its closet to Klefki to do any serious damage this turn.
Yeah, if I were in Sam's position, I would just swap out Politoed right away, just thinking, I don't have time for this.
Whoa, okay, so Swagger goes to Lucario. Not really sure why he did that, because that can definitely bite him this turn if luck doesn't roll in his favor. Hydro
Speaking of
Pump
luck.
missed. Lucario hits itself in the face. Oh man, this guy is 3 for 3 now in terms of rolls. The only thing that I'd find more surprising if that crit, which it did not.
It didn't need to crit, they're both Megas.
Yeah, but
And
when
super
you're
effective hitting
rolling
each
luck
other.
like that, you might as well throw in a crit for fun's sake.
Unlike last match, luck is not on Sam's side right now. The question is, does Sam have something that can neutralize the luck? Noivern was a great one for taunting our last game. Oh, now we know Klefki has Citrus Berry, which is a good thing for if it goes into game 3. I don't think we actually saw Citrus Berry go off last turn. I think the damage was just right that it didn't go off. And then he was able to still KO with Politoed.
Yeah.
That is a very clutch strategy that not a lot of people think about with common bulky Pokemon with Citrus, just getting the health just above half and then going for the hard shot.
Klefki goes for another attract. Will Noivern join the Klefki Love Cult? And nope, not
And it
this
goes.
turn. Hurricane to Klefki is probably going to do around half if I had to guess, or significantly less. Looks like Noivern's holding a Life Orb too. Polito goes for Hydro Pump, yet another miss. Close Combat's going to do a significant amount to Politoed, and does get the KO, leaving Lucario at -2 defense and special defense.
Yeah.
So, at least if Fidget can attack next turn, he'll do a significant amount of damage. Probably killing it with defenses that weak.
The same way luck-based strategies are a dangerous thing for Matthew, the same goes for Sam with Hydro Pump, that a lot of trainers on a higher level will definitely try to minimize their own chances of missing and producing their own kinds of bad luck. Most people you'll see running Scald, but the Hydro Pump definitely gets unquestionably more damage.
Yeah.
Which I think was what Sam was going for in this case.
It's all a question of risk management. You'll see a lot of better players kind of shy away from Hydro Pump and stuff for Swiss matches, but then will lean more towards it for like LCQ best of 3 kind of thing. Alright.
There we see more attract spam.
And looks like
everything.
Sam might throw in the towel. Yep. So a lost game 2 to terrible hacks.
But that was a smart play on Sam's call to forfeit early on, because even though it seems like forfeiting right away is not a good idea, but I always have a policy, if you're going to fail fast. And in Sam's case, in a best 2 out of 3, forfeiting when you know you're going to lose prevents the opponent from gaining more information than they need to gain.
Yeah. Sometimes it's actually better to go into a battle, especially one that turns out like this, knowing that if as soon as the scales tip, just to back out, so that way your opponent doesn't learn more about your team and you can use what you learned to kind of get the best of them next game.
But on the other hand, by the same token, if Sam had stalled it out, he would also be learning information about the opponent's team.
That's true. It's all a delicate balance.
Yeah. You always got to figure out what's best for this moment right now.
So what would you do right now if you were Matthew? Or Sam, take your pick.
If I were Sam, I'd want to lead with the Neuver and the Taunter, get the Clefkey neutralized as soon as possible to prevent further damage. On Matthew's side, I stand by my claim for Garchomp Talon Flame.
Yeah.
Luck, and it's one of those things where the luck obviously helped last game, but there's no guarantee. And in a third game, when it's all coming down to this, you do not want to rely on a dice roll.
Yeah, no. And when you think about it, if you're running a luck-based strategy, sometimes the best thing to do if you get to game 3 is just to ditch luck entirely. Because by that point, your opponent's probably distressed about it and will, lead stuff that will counter your luck strategy. But in this case,
He leads exactly the same thing.
we have another Lucario matchup, and Klefki versus Illumise, which both are pranksters. So I want to say Illumise is going to be faster, but we'll
Illumise
have
is
to find out.
unquestionably faster than Klefki.
Hey, he could be running min speed. You never know.
I
I don't know why anybody would do that.
I'm a big
but-
Illumise fan. I'm going to go out on a limb and just say Illumise will outspeed Klefki. Now, as for whether or not it'll do anything, we're about to find out.
Well, we do know that Illumise cannot be attracted. Oh wait, yes it can. But Lucario can't because it's the same gender. That mechanic has not been implemented yet in Pokemon games.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe every turn the Lucarios were out last game, Sam's outsped.
That
And-
is true.
Which means Sam's now got the physical the damage output upper hand, because his Prankster outspeeds Matthew's Prankster, his Lucario outspeeds Matthew's Lucario.
It's still possible though that he could have just won a bunch of speed ties. Alright, Klefki goes back, and out comes Lixius? Oh, so those are Kingdom Hearts names. Anyway,
Once again, Sam's Lucario goes first, confirming the speed dominance. Now the question is, has Matthew caught on to this enough to protect his Lucario or swap it out or do something with it? And he goes for the protect.
meaning that Sam's Lucario didn't protect this turn. Fake Tears to Garchomp, which is going to drop its special defense into a Flash Cannon.
This is a classic Sam Harsman move, the drop and pop. Lower the stat, and then instantly go for the kill. Had this been Klefki, there's no question that would have taken it out, even with the Citrus Berry.
Alright, well, Klefki just came back in, so I guess we'll have a chance to test your theory?
Yeah.
Possibly, depending on what Sam decides to do.
Sam actually used a very similar strategy in Fort Wayne back in the fall of 2012 with a Crobat and Blastoise, actually, two of my favorite Pokemon.
Alright, Elamai's Encore's Lucario into a Protect, which means Lucario's pretty much going to be useless unless it gets
But
really
this goes
lucky.
first, which means it doesn't matter. Lucario is down, and Sam is in a hefty 4-2 lead. I love Elamai's. I love it so much.
It is quite the interesting Pokemon. In terms of pranksters, you don't really see it that often, if at all.
For those who are wondering, it has a very similar moveset to Liepard. So, if your team just doesn't need another Dark type, you can always run Elamai's.
Or if you don't want to, do Dive Cats.
Who
When
doesn't
that was
want
a
to do
thing.
that, guys?
Alright, Vacuum Wave to Vexen. Would have gotten the KO except for the Focus Sash. Elamai's, is it going to attack? And it does not. It's in love. Swagger goes to Lucario. Another interesting choice, but yet again could also come back to hurt him in the long run. Scald goes to
I'm guessing Lucario.
probably Lucario. Yep. Does about 50, no burn.
Yeah.
So Sam's still in a really good position here.
Yeah, Elamai's is doing a lot of work, but it's not doing a lot of damage. Matthew is smart to attack the Lucario. Sam's in a pretty good position at this point, having a really strong last two turns in terms of smart plays. And Elamai's being saved for very last caught Matthew off guard in a lot of ways. And this is always another risk, a high risk, high reward kind of thing, keeping one Pokemon for the third game. It obviously worked very well in Sam's case, but it's also something you haven't practiced with in this particular series, which is always worth considering as well.
Lucario hits itself in confusion, which probably means it's going to die this turn.
Oh, and
Elamai's,
more luck is ruining everything.
Elamai's is now swaggered, which means it has a 50% chance and then a 30% chance to go through in order to attack. Scald goes to Lucario, probably taking it out. Yep. Lucario's down. Sam is down to 3 versus 2. Depending on luck, this could still work against Sam. It's going to be close, that's for sure.
Does Sam have any other priority users besides Lucario?
We haven't seen any yet.
Because if he can take out Greninja, then he's got this game in the bag. Because we've established Klefki cannot do all that much.
Yeah. Well, we know Politoed doesn't get any sort of priority moves, but we also don't know its item, so it's possible it could be Scarfed. Though, I want to say that's not the case. I don't remember seeing much speed out of it previously. Elamai's is confused, hits itself in the face. Klefki uses Attract on Politoed.
So many female Pokemon. Why does he have so many female Pokemon? Even the Elamai's is female. Why did he
Elamai's has to be female.
Oh, right, I forgot.
Scald to Elamai's, leaves it with 3 HP, and Politoed is immobilized by love.
Alright, come on.
So, Chalkey, if this happens to you in a regional, how would you respond? I mean, would you laugh? Would you get angry? Would you flip a table?
I would not be happy with the situation. This is actually one of the very few teams I've seen Sam run that doesn't have Safeguard, and more often than not, he's the one lecturing me about running Safeguard all the time. So I'm very surprised to see this going on. I'm also surprised he hasn't switched anything out to get rid of the Attract and the Swagger in one go.
I'm surprised he didn't attack Elamai's there.
He got through the confusion, got through the... Oh.
I mean, I think it's worth talking about because I know a lot of players struggle sometimes when, inexplicably the tables just turn against them and, they're hacked
He got
out,
the switch.
so to speak.
Alright. Let's see what he's got here.
Alright, Tyranitar comes in.
Once again, another female Pokemon.
Scald goes to Tyranitar, possibly? Nope, Scald goes to Politoed again. Not really sure why he keeps attacking Politoed. But Politoed will hit itself in its face, so if he goes for the Scald again... Yeah, that's not going to do much.
Okay, I take back what I said before about foul playing the Tyranitar being the wiser choice between the two.
I feel like here he has no choice but to either Swagger or attract Tyranitar and just hope for this luck streak to continue.
Sam's in a good position now because Elamai's can come in fresh once Politoed dies, outspeed the Klefki, do whatever it wants that turn, and then lock this up.
Politoed hits itself in the face.
How many turns has that been confused?
A lot.
I haven't been counting, but Politoed is down for the count. Completely hexed out. I don't think we saw it attack once.
Ugh. This is a rough one.
Brutal.
It is not a noble way to win. But sometimes when you're backed in a corner, this is just what you gotta do.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of controversy at Worlds this year about, I believe it was the guy who played Aaron Zhang relying on luck to win his last match.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things where this is totally part of the game. And whether you like it or not, this is the kind of stuff you have to prep for when you battle.
Alright.
I seem to recall reading somewhere, maybe it was in a blog post by Ray Rizzo, I'm not sure, that the whole point of Pokemon is just risk management. And sometimes you just end up with these edge cases where everything just almost goes wrong. Bug Buzz does go off though, Vexen is dead, which means we have Klefki versus Illumise.
With Illumise at 3 HP and Swaggered.
This is going to be close. It's not impossible.
Sam's gonna need to pull the same luck that Matthew got the last couple turns to pull this out.
Yeah, well, here's the roll. We'll see what happens. And good game. It was kind of messy.
It is not the most
brutal.
noble way to win, but a win's a win.
A good game to both players. You did your best.
Well, that happened.
Well,
Yeah.
congratulations, Matthew. Best of luck to both of you in the next round. How many more rounds are there?
There's 8 rounds.
So halfway there.
Yeah. All the X2s make cut, which now that means me. Last week and this week, it was just not good. I got terrible luck at the end of last battle. Nothing like that, though. Nothing like that.
Hey, it was a pleasure to watch, though.
Was it? Was it really?
We weren't actually rooting against you. Gabby and I stayed pretty neutral the whole time. Well, now it's your turn to laugh at me while I...
We actually have a challenger in chat if you want to do that instead. Okay. never
Challengers
mind.
suck. They come in with singles teams that aren't leveled or not EV'd.
and still hacks us out. How about we do a little bit of the beta competition just to give people a feel for the new this temporary metagame. And
How do I...
close.
We also have a comment from Ara.
This is...
This
hitting the
camera is
button.
No,
missing.
no, don't hit the power button.
Yeah, I hit the power button so it does that, and that way you can eject the game without it yelling at you.
You can do the close thing.
No, because then it still yells at you.
No, do the close. Click close software, and then. All right.
Anyways.
It's one button,
All right.
and it closes it automatically. I'll switch spots with you.
All right. Here, I'll take on the soundproof headphones, so you guys can.
Why
badger me.
it's not an official
Yeah.
match? No
All
one
right.
cares.
We could even do something like Magma plays Pokemon, where we just have people shout out commands. Let's not do that.
No. Let's definitely not do that.
All right.
Alright, what's going on in the chat? Kalos.
All right. So Sam made the astute observation somewhere along regionals that all of my regionals teams, starting with X and Y, have had some Pokemon with UF in the name. The first regional being Wigglytuff, second regional being Jumpluff. And in tribute to Sam, I'm running in the beta competition using a Slurpuff and a Wobbuffet, among other Pokemon.
I still think you should have gone with the all UF team.
I could have done that this time. In Kalos decks, there's not. I don't think there's enough, but I could have done it with this one with the addition of Rufflet and Bouffalant because they are now here.
Chalkey, what's rule number 1?
What?
No, Ara just was like, Chalkey, what's rule number 1? Gabby, correct him if he's wrong. And then he said, Chalkey, stand on your head.
What is? Why am I standing on my head?
I don't know. I'm not really sure what's going on. But I would like to see it. I think you should do it to entertain our chat users.
Oh, hold on. Oh, there's a battle. Oh, I can't do it now.
Oh, hey, he's from Washington, too.
Hey, this guy's probably right next door.
If you're watching our
All his
stream,
Pokemon are
Doug,
level 30. What did I tell you?
Wait, no, no. Okay, so I'll let you guys fill them in on the rules while I figure out what I'm doing against this rain team.
Everything that you can catch in Calistex, except for the cover legendaries and Mewtwo, are allowed. They have to have been caught or bred in Kalos, though. So if you banked something, you can't use that. Or if you brought something up from an older game, you can't use that one, but you can breed it to make a new one.
Which leads to some interesting stuff. Sadly, this game does not have Top Moth for me to deal with.
now you're speaking my language. He said Volcarona Hitmontop, and I'm like, what's that? Top Moth.
What's a top off?
You gotta get with this cool new hip lingo, Sam.
I'm sorry. It sounds like something very Tornadus would.
What's Tornadus?
Looks like we have a standard rain lead versus what could be, on Chalkey's side, a standard Trick Room lead.
This fake out's faster.
Oh, I know what he's gonna do.
Do you think that'll help you?
Wow, the music got really menacing when Lucario used Surf. That was great.
He did not go for the fake out. I
Went
was.
for a double serve.
So,
This is probably
surprising
Ludicolo.
nobody.
You don't remember this from the end of, or the beginning of 2011 when Black and White came out?
So, surprising only Chalkey. We get a double Surf from Lucario Politoed. No Absorb though. I'm kind of surprised I didn't see that activate. Was that?
How much that did to Among Us?
It crit.
Oh.
Chalkey sends out Kangaskhan. The music gets even more menacing. Will Chalkey be able to turn this around?
Well, he was going to eat a surf. It might be Specs Ludicolo Scarf Politoed. No, because... Well, yeah.
Yeah, that... I mean, if I were running in one of these tournaments, I'd definitely run a strategy like that that could just have an easy anti-noob mode and try and get most of my points that way.
On my team, this is my anti-noob mode.
Alright, Politoed goes for another Surf. Lucario, wow. Ludicolo is almost down to 0 HP, but not quite. Amoonguss goes for Spore onto Politoed. Politoed goes to sleep.
Why did you go for Spore and not finish off the Ludicolo?
Because I can do that this turn, and I wanted to neutralize damage this turn. I wanted to get as little damage as possible this turn while I get things going again.
Sucker Punch works, probably confirming your suspicion that it's Specs versus Scarf. Politoed is asleep due to that mandatory one-turn sleep. Amoonguss uses Giga Drain, does a lot of damage. Amoonguss...
Well, the Politoed's only level 30.
Darn it, Sam. I like this music.
And Caesar comes out. How much you want to bet, Sam, it's going to use Sword Stance?
Don't let it use Sword Stance. Like, it won't, because it knows you have Spore. Unless it has a Lung Berry.
Alright, Scrafty comes in, intimidates both Pokemon on whatever his name is side.
This one's for Benji.
I think his name was Doug.
Doug? Okay. Caesar goes for Acrobatics on Amoonguss. Does not enough to kill it. Does that
It probably
mean...
does have Lum. It's probably Lum Acro, so it can get swaggered.
Probably. No!
I don't know why he has Acrobatics instead of Aerial Ace then.
The world will never know.
Maybe it's Steel Gem?
Could be. Or it could be no hold item.
turns was my Politoed confused?
A lot.
It didn't do any damage that third battle.
I know, but I thought I was going to snap out of the confusion like 2 turns ago, and then I stayed confused.
Alright, and Politoed's down, leaving just that Caesar, I think.
Hey,
Though
help.
probably not, considering how long this is taking.
Blastoise! My favorite Pokemon.
So, how does it feel knowing that you're gonna have to kill your favorite Pokemon in order to win this match?
I might just forfeit.
That's not the right
You
answer.
only get 20 battles a day.
Those cookies are dangerous, Sam. Alright, Blastoise Mega Evolves, turning into Super Ultra Mega Blastoise, complete with non-sleepy action. Blastoise gets faked out. Crit on the second fake out. Caesar is still asleep. What is Amoonguss going to do? Is it going to go for that Spore? Instead, it goes for the Giga Drain to Blastoise, leaving it well within Sucker Punch damage for next turn. It looks like Chalkey might have this in the bag if he decides to not forfeit, so he doesn't have to kill that Blastoise.
It's a Mega Blastoise. That's not the same as a regular Blastoise.
It's better, faster, stronger.
No, it's the weird redesign for the new generation. It's not my Blastoise.
Alright, Scrafty comes out, getting that Intimidate on...
I don't want to kill the Blastoise. I can't do it. I could have Sucker Punched it, but I don't want to. I also almost Sucker Punched my own Scrafty, or Power Up Punched my own Scrafty just because.
No, this might be the end of this soundtrack. I should pick a new one.
I love you, Scrafty. I love you so much.
Blastoise goes for an Aura Spear on Kangaskhan, gets the kill.
Okay, I should probably stop screwing around now.
Alright, Amoonguss comes back out. Despite Chalkey's goofing off, he still has the upper hand here.
Does
I
he?
think. Well, if he doesn't mess
He's
up
slower,
this next turn.
but his Amoonguss is full health, so...
Thanks, Regenerator. You're a pal.
Fake out goes to Caesar, does somewhat a lot of damage. Not really. Blastoise goes for Dragon Pulse against
What?
Amoonguss, does a little under
What?
half.
Why wouldn't he Water Pulse it? Rain is up. It has a chance to confuse.
I don't know.
Dragon Pulse has a chance to nothing.
Blastoise is down, meaning that Chalkey now has a more likely chance of winning, considering he just defeated the only thing really standing in his way. I mean, that Caesar could still win the match, but I think there was more of a mental battle going on here of
It's at -2.
Chalkey versus Blastoise.
I can't believe I just killed a Blastoise. It just breaks my heart that I had to do that.
Still go.
But now I have to seal the deal because Blastoise is gone.
Alright, Caesar's asleep, and looks like Chalkey won his first battle, well, second battle in this week's battle tournament.
I'm so sad you guys couldn't see the Volcarona one. That was so fun. Here's to hoping the next match has some Pokemon that we haven't seen in VGC 14 yet.
This is from Aura.
What? Why are the fans asking to hit me?
Oh.
Why are the
Aura
viewers...
said smack Chalkey with that Pikachu plushie behind you after the battle.
I don't like our viewers today. Our viewers are not
Here.
nice.
Here, I'll be nice.
What's
Be-
this? What is this thing
It's an
on my
ash
head?
cap.
What is this thing on my head?
It's an ash hat.
I don't need to save that. Sure, let's give it another go. Ooh. 2 wins.
You're currently in the top percentage.
That's not true. No, that
15, 20.
1527 is not the top percentage.
Sure it is. I haven't even started yet. You're better than me.
Yeah, I haven't started either.
So you both got in?
Yep.
Yes.
For those who aren't playing, there are 2 ways to get into this tournament. One was to qualify through the last Black 2 White 2 online competition, which is what I did. These 2 entered a sort of... was it a lottery? Did we confirm that?
I don't know.
You had to...
I know one person who didn't get in, so...
You had to
yes, it
message...
was a lottery.
You had to message support.pokemon.com asking to get in. Oh, this guy is looking for fight. This ought to be fun. Oh, look, there's a Volcarona. there's... And a Blaziken.
Quite an interesting array of Pokemon we have here.
He has 3 Ice Weeks, and 2 of them are Quad Ice Week.
He has 2 Water Weeks.
He has 3 Flying Weeks.
It's too bad I don't have any ice types.
For
Do you
some
have any
reason
flying
that...
types?
For some reason that
No.
Venusaur
You have no ice and no flying. You are exactly what he's been waiting for.
For some reason that Venusaur is jumping out at me as the Mega Pokemon on this team. I'm not quite sure why, given the fact that he has 3 candidates.
I'm not happy about the fact that I once again do not feel safe bringing in Slurpuff, despite all of my love for it. Let's try one of these guys.
Wait for 1 second so I can move this.
Don't worry, Slurpuff and Wobbuffet, you'll get some love later.
I like making faces at the camera.
I think after this I might just go with Slurpuff anyway, come win or lose, just because it looks so lonely sitting there with the rest of the guys doing all the work. Especially these 2.
Alright, we have a Kangaskhan Amoonguss lead versus Volcarona Blaziken. Okay then.
Yeah, he did not want to deal with the Moongus.
What does he have against Amoonguss?
I mean, that's personally how I face Amoonguss. I'd kill it with everything possible. Volcarona looks kind of cool though. In 3D.
Yeah.
In 3D.
Oh, the music stopped.
It did.
Oh, do Streets of Rage 2.
Streets of Rage 2.
Will that not get us copyright
No,
flagged?
that's...
That's only one song.
yeah, that's because I can't see the entire thing on here. We're doing Midnight Brown. Let's do 17 Brown Mice.
Yes.
Alright, looks like Blaziken was the one on that team to get the Mega Stone. I guess I can understand the appeal. It's,
If you're using Blaziken, you might as well.
yeah, that's very true. Plus, I love the Magma color scheme right there. I
Yes.
mean, that is a Team Magma mascot. It just needs a Santa hat. Did you notice if Chandelure got a Flash Fire boost that last turn? I completely missed it.
I didn't. But I know Chalkey is running Flash Fire for some dumb reason and not Infiltrator.
It did get a Flash Fire boost.
Okay. Volcarona gets a Quiver Dance, High Jump Kick, OHKOs, Kangaskhan, and Chandelure goes for the Trick Room.
Yeah.
So, Blaziken is only going to keep getting slower and slower now. Whereas Volcarona is kindly at +2 speed, which means it's also slower.
Wait, it got 2 Quivers?
Oh, just one. My bad. One.
It got a Fiery Dance and a Quiver.
Oh.
But the
Oh.
Fiery Dance went into Chandelure, so that did
Did
nothing.
that still give...
Did it get the
That
boost?
wouldn't get the boost.
No, it didn't get the boost.
No.
I was just saying it did that.
Blaziken is useless now.
Go
All
ahead,
right.
switch. I dare you. See what happens.
Scrafty's here on the field now to take names and kick butt
And pull up its pants.
and pull up
Play
its
with his
pants. Fake out goes to Blaziken.
That's a lot for a oh, it's
well,
a crit.
crits.
Oh.
Heat Wave.
And you dared him to switch.
avoids.
What if he would have?
Volcarona does some damage. Bug Buzz to Scrafty. Not sure how well Scrafty's going to take that.
Why wouldn't he Heat Wave?
I am genuinely
I don't
shocked he
know.
didn't Heat Wave myself.
Maybe he thought it would miss.
Like it missed for Chalkey.
Yeah.
Chandelure gets the heat wave this time. Doesn't kill anything, but gets close. Drain Punch, though, will finish off that Volcarona, leaving Blaziken to presumably high jump kick.
I think at -1 that could kill the Scrafty.
Pretty sure it's going to...
Oh, Flame Body gets the burn on Scrafty.
Pretty sure it's going to kill the Scrafty this turn.
Unless it misses.
Shadow Claw goes to Chandelure, which does about half.
Did not see that go.
I didn't see that coming either.
Leaving Chandelure at half health, Scrafty almost useless. Let's see what he has in the back. Maybe Garchomp? Or Meowstick. I mean, why not?
Please don't fake out. Please don't fake out. Please just do something else. Actually, I don't want you to swagger. Go ahead and fake out. Yes!
Meowstick goes for a Reflect.
That's better than I could have expected, because I get to do damage and he doesn't fake out.
Shadow Ball goes to Meowstick. Probably is going to do about half. Oh, actually gets the knockout.
Stupid Meowstick.
Leaving Blaziken to potentially die to a Facade. And it does.
I don't care about burns.
Chalkey is now up 3-1. We'll see whatever this guy brought in the back. Do you think it would be enough to turn this game around?
No. Unless it's a Kyogre. No.
And he sends out Glisker the Kyogre.
Well,
good game,
I don't
Chalkey.
know. Maybe if he can stall out Trick Room and then start Earthquaking.
I believe Trick Room only has 1 turn left, so it's
Yeah.
possible. Scrafty goes back. In comes Amoonguss. Chandelure goes for the Will-O-Wisp.
He did not want to stall. That was a bad play on his part.
Gliscor uses Earthquake, not going to do much after that burn, and this also unlocks it out of Poison Heal.
Yeah.
So really good play by Chalkey. If he would have just protected that turn, he would have had that. Well, had it more than he does now.
Yeah, he would have had to worry about Scrafty intimidating him a bunch, but Scrafty would have been eating Earthquakes every time he switched in anyway, and Amoonguss really can't do anything.
Yeah.
If he got time.
Earthquake again, knocks out Chandelure. Amoonguss is going to go for the Giga Drain, which does
More than I would have thought.
more than anybody expected it to.
Good job, Amoonguss.
However, with that burn, Gliscor's not going to be sticking around long enough to win this match.
No.
Unless it gets lucky on a crit and has, like, Ice Fang or something.
No. It could have Acrobatics.
Or Acrobatics.
I don't care about acrobatics.
Yeah, 'cause at this point you can fake out,
Yeah.
protect, and just burn stall.
That's what I did.
Yeah. And he didn't stop it for, again, no good reason.
And now there's no way he can win.
Yeah.
There are not enough turns for him to win.
Shell Bell.
I still think Super Crit. Chalkey goes for the unorthodox move here. Tries to fake out his own Amoonguss.
Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap!
Gliscor takes advantage
Oh,
of
crap.
this turn
I
and
just-
goes for...
I just made a huge arrogant play and now I regret it.
And now he can just roost again.
Oh, that was brilliant.
Oh, that was... Why did I be...
Well
Why was I
played.
arrogant?
That was awesome.
Everyone learn from my mistakes. Arrogance is not a good thing.
Gliscor goes for the roost again. Thus again proving that you can turn it around. Scrafty uses Ice Punch
Okay.
against Gliscor. Does hardly anything. Amoonguss uses Giga Drain. Does enough. We now have Gliscor versus Amoonguss. I still think Amoonguss has this.
Why did that Ice Punch do so little?
I don't know.
that did like nothing.
It was a.
It's a 4x weak.
Is it Assault Vest?
It wouldn't matter. That's only special defense. People in the chat, what just happened? How did that happen? That did like 2 HP.
Blitzcore goes for another roost. Chalkey presumably is going to a Giga Drain. This might turn into a PP stall.
Is this like one of the inverse battles?
Chalkey wins, but we're still very confused.
I don't know what just happened, but I whatever. I won.
Ask the chat.
Like, even with the burn, it should have done more than that.
Yes. Yes, it should have.
Oh well, whatever.
There.
Oh, they got DC'd on me.
Of course he did.
Well, I think you should save that one for
Yeah.
your memory.
I'm saving that one. I'm definitely saving that one.
Learn from old man Chalkey's mistakes.
Alright, I'm gonna do one battle with Slurpuff just because I brought it all the way here. I may as well use it. Wobbuffet's also looking kind of lonely, but I don't know if I have time for both of them on stream.
We're only like a half hour into the show.
No, we're not.
No,
We're
We're
so
an
this is the
hour?
last.
Oh.
This is the last battle, and then
I
we're
see.
done.
Yeah.
I see.
We. I don't know
I
what
could
that
keep
means.
going. I can throw a team on mine and block my battle box.
Ooh, we got a Japanese player.
Oh look, it's Double Dragon.
Double Dragon, Charizard, Rotom. This looks like Japanese standard, honestly.
It is very standard.
Alright, screw it.
You know, Slurpuff actually has a pretty decent matchup against this team.
It does, except for that stupid Aegislash.
Yeah, but Chalkey can sort of handle it otherwise. As long as he doesn't bring Wobbuffet, really.
What's that? Bring Wobbuffet?
No, don't bring Wobbuffet.
What's wrong with Wobbuffet?
Aegislash? I mean, I don't know.
You can live something from an Aegislash and then Mirror Coat it.
Screw it.
I guess.
I don't care about winning this match. I just care about Slurpuff. Slurpuff needs some love. It needs to be in a one battle tonight. What? Stop doing. Oh.
Pikachu used Headbutt. Super effective.
Pikachu doesn't even learn Headbutt.
You don't learn Headbutt.
Yes, it does.
Wait, look this up.
Chat, does Pikachu learn Headbutt?
Guys,
I am certain, if not in Pokemon, then surely in Smash Brothers.
Oh.
Pikachu. Headbutt is a tutor in Heart Gold Soul Silver and a TM in Gen 2.
whatever. Alright, I concede.
You can't get it in Kalos yet, though.
Oh, okay, so there we go. I'll take that.
Charizard Aegislash versus Slurpuff Kangaskhan.
That's not good for you.
It's not good. No, it's definitely not good.
It could be worse. It's not good, but it could be worse. Chalkey's gonna switch that Slurpuff out for a Chandelure, which, as we learned from last battle, has Flash Fire. So if Charizard went for a Heat Wave here, it could help Chalkey ultimately get rid of that Aegislash down the road.
I do have an Infiltrator Chandelure. I just don't have.
Charizard goes to the Protect. Kangaskhan presumably faked out Charizard. Aegislash is going to use Substitute.
Oh, now I really wish I had the Infiltrator Chandelure.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
And it looks like Aegislash is holding leftovers, which could pose an interesting threat to Chalkey here.
Yeah.
He's certainly not going to be doing damage through that Substitute anytime soon.
Yeah, but Charizard didn't fall for it. You saw the Chandelure in Team Preview. Not only did he not Heat Wave, but he also didn't Mega Evolve to give him the Sun.
He did
Although
just
he's
Mega Evolve
Mega Evolving
now.
now, which I don't understand why he'd do that now and not last turn. Oh, yes I do. Because that keeps the Sun longer, and if he's just going to Protect, you don't get any speed difference Mega Evolving here.
Yep. Return to Charizard is going to knock it out.
No,
Oh. Almost knocks it out. Goes for the overheat, presumably on Kangaskhan.
Yeah, that will do it.
That is going to knock out.
And then that Chandelure is going to eat his Shadow Ball.
Did you say eat fish out of a wall?
Eat a
Shadow
shadow ball.
Oh.
I mean, I would have watched that. I would have enjoyed that more than what's about to happen.
Alright, Shadow Ball to Chandelure does
All of it.
probably enough
All
to
of it.
activate Sash.
All of it.
Chandelure uses Trick Room, which, if it doesn't have Shadow Sneak, could help out.
It might underspeed anyway. The only reason it moved first that turn was probably because of Trick Room.
That's
Chandelure
true.
is a faster Pokemon generally.
That's very true.
This is not good, guys.
Isn't it?
It should stand to reason.
Do you have Flamethrower on your Slurpuff?
No.
This is not good for you, though.
Shiloh told me to put Flamethrower on, and on a whim I forgot, and
Forgot, yes. What do you have on there?
He has
Dazzling Gleam, Calm Mind, Aromatherapy, and Fake Tears.
What? Why Calm Mind if you only have one attacking move? Why Calm Mind if you already have Fake Tears?
Looks
Why
like,
Aromatherapy at all?
Looks like Aegislash went for King Shield, is gonna get that defensive boost.
He's assuming you have Flamethrower.
Yeah, he doesn't know that I'm an idiot yet.
Charizard uses Protect. Looks like Chalkey's not doing any damage this turn.
Did you Calm Mind?
No, I did not Calm Mind. I should have Calm Minded.
Why did you Dazzling Gleam? They both resist.
I just wanted Charizard out of there so I could do something else with Chandelure. Now I'm definitely not going to Calm Mind. But yeah, no, I'm basically boned.
Shadow Ball does
Slurpuff.
nothing.
Slurpuff is doing
Gotta
no work.
substitute.
I know.
Slurpuff's doing no work this game, which is exactly what I expected it to do, but that's okay.
Flash Cannon to Slurpuff. Bye-bye.
What item do you have on it?
I don't even remember what item I put on it.
Whipped Dream?
It might still be Whipped Cream.
I thought you said whipped cream for a second, and I was gonna be like, that's not a hold item.
Sure.
Alright, so moral of the story is,
That was mostly...
sending in a Pokemon just because you love it might not be the best battle call, but whatever, you guys got to see a nice little Slurpuff.
I mean, you are wearing the Ash Ketchum hat.
Yeah, this is exactly something Ash Ketchum would do, to send in a Pokemon that's completely illogical just because he loves it. And because I love this Pokemon, I do not want to see it get overheat to the face, so I'm just going to forfeit.
Charizard's at -2, though. It could live.
You would kill Charizard before it would overheat you anyways.
We're out of time anyway. Yeah.
I can keep going.
We're already past an hour. Feel free to stream matches on your own Twitch, though.
Okay. I
Um,
might do that.
Alright.
I might not. I have to work early.
Yeah. I think, I do too, actually. Alright, everyone. Thanks very much. Thank you very much for watching for another episode. I'm Chalkey.
I'm Gabby. You
I'm
can have the
Sam.
last cookie.
I'm...
Or not.
Okay. And we'll see you next week.
see you later. Bad Slurpuff, bad. That's not how you would have. No, bad Slurpuff, bad.
Stop being abusive.
Okay.